Hi and welcome to Graceful Glamour Over 50. Karen DeSantis Meyer here, calling in from Redondo Beach, California, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with you how to apply a nice natural day look smoky eye. Before I do, I'm going to have some tools, some favorite products that I use. If you have any questions, be sure to ask down there and ring that bell up there. I upload a new video every single Friday, so please be sure to check out my YouTube page and subscribe. Share it with a friend, and if there's anything that you'd like to learn, I'd love to go over that with you and show you anything you'd like. All right, so before I do, I want to let you know that I've already applied my eye primer just to save time. Now this one is Urban Decay, and it's anti-aging. How appropriate. It has a wand, and I just want to be sure that you know not to pump the wand, but to twist to get the product on the applicator. But you also do not want to apply the applicator directly to your eyelid, because that could cause bacteria and it could cause a lot of issues. The reason why you want to also wear eye primer is so that your eyeshadow isn't all over your face by the end of the day. It acts as a glue, and so your eyeshadow actually stays on, and it actually gives your eyeshadow a boost, and it makes it more vibrant. And so this one's creamy to dry. You just want to pat it with your ring finger or any brush until it dries, and then we're ready to go off onto our eyeshadows. So I use Morphe eyeshadows, and my favorite is just this palette. As you can tell, I use it all the time and I share it all the time. But we're going to have several brushes that we're going to use, and honestly, whatever is your favorite, I will share with you different brushes. Also, I get them anywhere. I'll get them online, Amazon, the dollar store. I use Morphe brushes, Laura Mercier brushes, and e.l.f. brushes primarily. So the first brush that we're going to use is this one. It just sort of is a flat, and it's thin. All right, so we're just going to go and take a nice natural color as close to the eyelid as possible. Dab the excess off so it doesn't fall on your skin. However, if it does, I like to take a Kleenex, a clean Kleenex, and just apply it right directly under your lower lashes, and you're going to just deposit the eyeshadow directly on your lid, applying, blending upward. Simple as that. Same thing, oops, wrong color, on this other side. We're going to just deposit, and this sort of gets rid of any discoloration on the eye. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to take a more dense brush, and this one is e.l.f. I can get this at the dollar store. I get it at CVS. This one has a little bit more of a denser brush, sort of round top. And the reason why it's more dense is because you want more dense color on your eyes. So you're going to take it, I'm going to dab it in the dark brown. Again, that smoky look. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Kleenex again, and I'm going to just deposit the brush directly on the outside lid, the end of your lid, at the end of your lash line, and I'm going to just blend inward, and I'm going to go into the natural crease. Okay? So I'm going to just blend in little round circles, blending and going into your natural crease, and then sort of like a diagonal, filling in. All right? Doing that again on this side. We're going to just put the brush right there, blend inward and into the natural crease, and then little circles, blending, 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 about halfway across, and there you have it. Now, this sort of has sort of an unfinished feel to me, so I like to take my ponytail brush. This one has somewhat of a ponytail look, like a horse's tail, and it actually has a multicolor, dark and white. I don't know why, but I like to use this pink color to sort of blend in the colors on the eyelids. So what I like to do is just go ahead, I'm gonna blend these two here, all right? So I'm gonna just deposit the brush right at the end of the brow bone and blend in, blend in, blend in. And all I'm doing is making sort of a lighter pinky shade as well as the brown. And then do it again on this one. And it just sort of blends in and gives it a little bit more of a smoky look. However, the smoky eye look also has a lot to do with the eye pencil. So I'm going to use black. Normally I use brown, but today I'm going to use black just to give you a clear picture. I'm going to put my finger on my eyelid. I'm not going to pull it, but I'm going to actually deposit the pencil right at the end of your natural lash line on the top. Put your pencil right there, and I'm actually going to hold my finger here, and I'm going to draw a line upward, just like that, okay? And I'm going to draw the pencil all the way across my natural upper lash line, little, like dot to dot, keeping as close to the lash line as possible. And when you have a nice, this pencil I believe is e.l.f., is a nice glide to it. And I'm only going to give it just a nice natural liner just to pop the eyes, filling it in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a 90-degree angle from the top of that line going right across the middle of my eye. So I'm covering my pupil. And I'm going to take wherever my finger ends and I'm going to go up the angle with that, and I'm going to connect the lower lash line point to the top of my line. And you can kind of see that I sort of messed up a little bit. Don't worry about that because we're just going to fill it in. And wherever you messed up out of the line, you can just fill it in. All right. So there you go, right there. Now I'm going to come back to that, and we're going to do the other side. We're going to go straight up, and I'm going to go dot to dot across the natural lash line, right? Not to pull that area. You don't want to pull the eye area at all. Now, in this case, I actually accidentally made this a little bit wider, and so I'm just going to go over here and do the same thing. Again, oops, no big deal. It's going to be pretty. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the diagonal line again, putting my finger over my eye, sort of to keep my skin intact, to make that 90-degree line. And then I'm going to fill it in. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of color at the bottom lash from the outside in, maybe about a halfway in. Again, it's just drawing little lines and connecting, everybody. It's not that difficult, just little lines. As long as you're staying as close to the natural lash line as possible, that will be your guide. You don't want to go all the way in because that sort of closes your eyes in and makes your eyes appear smaller. So now the trick to the smoky look is you're going to take a blunt brush. This is my e.l.f. brush. It's one of my favorite brushes in the whole world. It's super thin. You can also use a brush that's sort of slanted. That's totally fine too. This one's my favorite. It's got a sponge applicator. And I'm going to take, actually I'm going to take my little burgundy color here, and I'm going to get rid of the excess, and I'm going to take my Kleenex again, as I don't want it falling all over my face, and I'm actually going to put the brush deposit it directly on top of my eyeliner that I drew, and I'm going to go over the eyeliner to set it, because that way all you're doing is making it more smoky, more sultry, not as blunt, not as harsh. And guys, that's the fun part about beauty, is that you want to make it as soft and pretty as possible, not harsh and going, gosh, what color is that on your eyes? You want people to go, oh my gosh, your eyes are so pretty. And so all I'm doing, guys, is just drawing on top of my eyeshadow, setting the eye pencil with the eyeshadow and creating a wedge that makes it more sultry and ready to go out at night. And it pulls up your eyes, it makes you look younger. And for those of us with droopy skin over here, you don't want to go too much up here because it's going to cause the heavy look, and you don't want that look as well. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up on the bottom. And I'm just going over the pencil that I drew and then just blending it into the inside of the eye. Again, not as blunt as a full under eye with the eyeliner, but just filling in, covering the pencil, setting it, and voila. And then you just want to finish up with your mascara, eye curler, and you're off and ready for a fabulous, sultry, smoky eye look. Enjoy. Don't forget to head on over, subscribe, and ring that bell. Have a great one, guys.